We've now graduated more than 300 people. We've had 700 people enroll. And then let's talk about crime reduction. All of these strategies and our tough on crime, violent crime especially, have made crime go down. Violent crime is down more than 20%. So I'm extremely proud of the first 4 years. But when I came here, I was on a 12-year plan. And so I continue to be on that 12-year plan, and we have really big plans for term 2.
Well, let's talk about it. What does the middle 4 years of this plan look like for you?
Well, the middle plan looks like some dreams.
Back up! Back
one
up!
of the
Back
things
up!
that I want to
Back
do
up!
is we want to have a family violence center. And what that is that's for domestic violence victims. Our domestic violence victims, so they can get all the services that they need. I also want a domestic violence court because I need judges that are trained on how to deal with domestic violence victims. We know the reality is most DV victims go back 7 times because it's not
I want to see if we get any Trump business
of gangs so that we can keep crime at a minimum here in Fulton County.
Yeah, well, let me kind of go right off of that. One of the hallmark cases of your first term post-YSL Rico case, a lot of big developments in that since the last time we talked. Obviously,
your prosecutors embarrassed themselves and the justice system.
You've been working so hard on this case. It took a long time to put together, and it's taken a long time to get to this point. Are you happy with the outcome? Do you think the judge made the right decision?
You know, it's funny. I think the public still needs an educational point on YSL.
Wow.
YSL is a RICO indictment with 28 defendants. At this point, 14 of those defendants have been disposed. One was dismissed, and 13 have taken pleas, which means they've taken responsibility for their crimes. But we still have 14 defendants that have to finish their justice, and so it limits what I can say about it. But what I can tell you is the approach of that indictment. The approach will stay the same as we enter into the second term.
But a few criminal cases dominated the headlines in her first 4 years, none more so than her prosecution of Donald Trump and some of his allies for election crimes in Georgia. The future of Trump's case becomes murkier after Trump's re-election. A Supreme Court ruling earlier this year made it tougher to prosecute presidents for things they do on the job. It's indicated she still plans to pursue charges against Trump. And the other big hallmark case, obviously, is tell me what you can about it. The re-election.
Let me talk to you about a young lawyer that's
what was that? What was that?
That will be decisions is decisions.
Yeah, and you mentioned no matter
what is she talking about? Case in sanctioned for lying to Judge McAfee in her court. That would have been sanctioned for lying to Judge McAfee in her court. That would have been a legitimate decision. Judge McAfee weaned out and allowed her to stay on the case. Is that what she's complaining about? Fannie is lucky she's not disbarred for her dishonesty, for her ethical conflicts, for her lies in court, for her cover-up. And she wants more out of this. Georgia gave her everything on a silver platter because they're all scared of Big Fannie for whatever reason.
Who it is, what about no matter how long it takes? Is that something that you think about?
I'm patient. That's what age teaches you is patience. I've been patient in the way we do our work. And that goes back to those indictments we talked about when we first started. It was very frustrating, right? You want to get through this backlog, you want to do everything, but you cannot do the work at the risk of not looking at the facts, not looking at the evidence. And so we patiently plowed through it, and we will continue to patiently plow through to seek justice. And
yeah, a lot of plowing through going on in Fulton County.
You know, I'm here for 8 more years is my plan. And so if that's what it takes for us to get justice in some cases, we come to work every day. We'll come to work and look for justice.
Some of the things that you mentioned, the diversion programs, the clearing out of these backlogged cases, you collected a very healthy amount of the vote tally when you were reelected. Did you view that as kind of a referendum from the taxpayers of Fulton County?
More, not just odor.
In your first term, and on what they hope for you to do in the second term.
Well, let's be honest. In the primary election, I won 87% of the vote. That's staggered, 90. And of course, that was only Democrats voting. But of course, that was a referendum. And then we live in a very diverse community, one that is 35% Republican, it's about 65% Democrat, and I want to close to 69% of the vote. I think the community sees us. I think they see all of our community activities. I think they see our no-nonsense, tough approach on violent criminals. And I think it is a referendum that they want me to continue to do the work.
They do.
And that's exactly what me and the team that I've comprised.
They do. Fulton County has one thing in mind. They just want more Fani Willis. Noxious odor for them, even though Fani Willis has a bunch of black men, apparently, according to the DOJ, dropping dead in her jails. But the news will continue to salivate over her. Oh, she's doing a diversion program. Great job. People are dropping dead in her jails who are presumed innocent, who've never been convicted of anything. And they just reelected her. Our corrupt DOJ, of course, saved this one until after the election, publishing this one on November 14th after she won. And more dead people surely will show up in Georgia. Great job, Fani. All right, my friends. It's been a beautiful stream. If you're just joining us, we got some great news. We started out the day with a quick update. RFK Jr., baby, is going to Health and Human Services. I think he's going to get confirmed, and I think he's going to make America healthy again. And we're all going to be fit and jacked, baby. It's going to be great. Biceps are getting bigger. Shirts are getting smaller. We're growing out. It's going to be great. All right, so that is happening. We also had some major continuing the trial dates, meaning the trials are not happening anytime soon, presumably. We also then had an update on the FBI lying about the pipe bomb cell phone data. They said it was corrupted. You can look at it. Turns out it wasn't corrupted at all. The telecom companies said, no, we have it. Yeah, it's right here. You want to see a copy of it? Here it is. So we talked about that, and then we went to Fannyland. And we saw that Fani is going to continue her prosecution of Trump, even though she's got people dropping dead all over the place in her jails. And now, my friends, it's time to hear from you. And I'm also seeing some breaking news courtesy of our friends on Locals. Todd Blanche is going to be Deputy AG? Get the heck out of here. Whoa, shout out to Todd. Todd Blanche, Trump's defense attorney, has been working his booty off, is now announced as the Deputy AG. Incredible. This is going to be so fun. Todd Blanche is an excellent attorney. He'll be a crucial leader in the DOJ. Do you know how many motions from Todd Blanche we've read? A ton. Todd prosecuted gangs and other federal... He's a good dude, actually. Clerked for two federal judges with honors. He's also announcing Emil Bove. Let's go! Yeah, Emil. Hey, what's up? Will serve as the principal associate deputy AG in my administration. These guys have been defending Trump for the last several years. Several years. We've read so many of their filings. How many times have we said that? They're going into the DOJ. Oh. I'm not going to get tired of winning. I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm animated, baby. Emil prosecuted terrorists, international drug traffickers, was there at the SDNY. He's going to make us proud together as we make America great again. So, woo! That's amazing. So, some fellow defense attorneys going into the DOJ. That's going to be just outstanding. I couldn't be more excited. All right. They've been defending Trump for a long time. They'll know exactly what's cooking. They know the cases as well as anybody in the country. They were Trump's literal lawyers. Incredible. All right, my friends, let's hear from you. Let's see what you say about this. It's a beautiful Thursday. We got some amazing donos and some great comments. Thank you for sending these in. Here's one from John McGarvey. Hold on, almost there. Happy Thursday. Just sit there and we'll make it to Friday. Kitty is ready for the weekend. Hey, Viva Mega over on Local says, Rob, I received a phone call this morning from the one and only Mama G, my mama, personally thanking me for my donation to Eric's House. Already see amazing Eric's House community. Hashtag blessed. Thank you, Viva Mega. My mama is amazing. She does great work at Eric's House, as do all the people over there. Eric'sHouse.org. It's a nonprofit, 501c3. It's dedicated to helping people who've lost a loved one due to suicide, overdose, or other tragic death. Great support, great community events, and they're doing really good work. And Viva, thank you for donating and supporting Eric's House. Love it. Hey, Former says, President-elect Trump is a political genius. By nominating the AG and the SecDef, he has forced their hand in making Republicans commit to supporting his vision. Or not. Good to see you, Former. Glocky's saying, this is wild. Elon Musk meets with Iran's UN ambassador on diffusing tensions with the U.S. Wow, that's according to the New York Times. That's pretty interesting. Hey, this one from Glocky says, Omar is in love with the new AG. Looking at that Matt Gaetz booty. This old guy says, it's Thursday, November 14th, 2024, and I'm still smiling. I know this old guy. It's like, you kind of, anybody else when you get out of bed in the morning, you're now doing the Irish jig in the morning, as soon as you wake up? That's how excited you are? Yeah, I don't know where it came from. I'm not even Irish. Glocky says, this is why the establishment is terrified of an outsider becoming the head of the DOJ. Elizabeth Warren, she's worth $285 million? What? $285 million? Are you serious? Oh, wait, no. Net worth is $67 million. Sorry, I was reading. What does she do? Where'd she get all that money? That's a lot. I thought she was like a professor or something. Hey, Leonard says, dismiss all J6 charges that did not involve someone getting physically injured. Yeah, that's a great place to start, Leonard. And anybody who's non-violent, automatic. Don't even have to think twice about that one. Kathy Trout, what's up, Kathy? The Salty Stoner, Ohio got gifted a membo, courtesy of Kathy Trout. Thank you, Kathy, for being a membo and bringing in new membos. Hey, Lenny Malley, reminding everybody to like this video, share this video, and subscribe harder than you've ever subscribed before. Tony Hay Munkets, what's up, Tony Hay? Bringing in 5 membos. Kilroy was here, coming in. Becky C, welcome. Christine, hello. Renee and Eddie Van Zant, gifted membos in the house. Thank you, Tony Hay. You got Glocky says, breaking news, Trump has picked his former SEC chair to take over the Southern District of New York. Interesting. I don't know that guy, Jay Clayton, but that sounds interesting. SDNY is a disaster too. Hey, More Here is here. What's up, More Here? Bringing in 5 More Here. Flowers in her hair is a new member. Candid Eaton, welcome. Michelle, Celadee, and Krista Copley gifted membos. Thank you, More Here, for bringing in 5 More Here. Spud says, current Rensselaer County Executive Steve McLaughlin, who had a run-on with Tish and won, could run for Elise Stefanik's seat. Steve could help the House investigate. Tish should be investigated. Hey, Mary M, what's up, Mary? Thank you for this nice dono. Says Steve Baker pled guilty in his plea this week. They were threatening much worse. He has not been sentenced yet. I am really disappointed by it, but I understand. Trump cannot start too soon. Yeah. I saw that, Mary, and then if you missed it yesterday, I think it was yesterday's show, we read through Steve Baker's motion to continue, and we read through the Justice Department's reply to them. So yeah, he did plead guilty. Well, actually, was that Baker's case? I might be mixing cases up, but we read somebody's case yesterday where the DOJ responded and said that the sentencing or any upcoming dates should be postponed. I might have my lines crossed on this one. But yeah, the point is, Baker should not be sentenced. He should be pardoned along with the rest of the J6ers. All charges should be dropped and returned to normalcy. He was a journalist there. The other lefty journos were not indicted because they were there reporting. Baker especially was, I think, singled out for reporting on the wrong side. Thank you, Miriam, for the nice donut. Hey, John Brennan is completely melting down, says Glocky. This old guy says, well, the FBI hired Peter Strzok, so there's that. They did, yeah, and he was an anti-Trump maniac. Openly. And they protected him for a long time. Glocky says, it's kind of funny hearing McCabe say stuff about security clearances when POTUS can grant or pull security clearances because the authority belongs to POTUS. So Trump can just give everybody a clearance if he wants them there. Hey, it's Bill Robb in the house. What's up, Bill? Bringing in Mrs. Smith. Thank you, Bill. Benny Boy's here. Lily Smith, Damo, and Tyler Lees. Gifted membo. It's courtesy of Bill Robb. Thank you, Bill Robb, for being a membo and bringing in new friends. We got Rocky Waters says, cheers to Barry Loudermilk. Thanks as always, Rob. Great stuff as always. These are great days for show content. It's fun. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff happening. A lot of activity. And it's like I have a whole show prepped. And then right before we sit down, Trump's like, oh, guess who's going to be the new Health and Human Services Director? I'm like, Trump? Yesterday before we started the show, he's like, guess who's going to be the new AG? Matt Gaetz. I'm like, Trump? I love it. But it's like never-ending fire hose of winning. We're not going to get tired of it. A bad poet says, McCabe just made the new MAGA ad. Go Gadget Gates. Go Gadget Gates. I like it. Hey, Matt Green, 9 months as a membo. Thank you, Matt. That's full term. Hey, Rob, thank you for everything you do. You are the GOAT. I don't know about that, Matt, but I appreciate the endorsement. There's a lot of there. But, Matt, thanks for being a membo, brother, for 9 months. We appreciate you being here and supporting us. Glad to have you. Ollie is bringing in one membo. Cougar Tracks is coming in. Former says, this one just dropped, and that's the announcement of Jay Clayton, who's going to be leading up the Southern District of New York. That's very curious. Have to look into him. Thank you. Cheryl says, I knew the data corruption story was BS from the start. I ran IT ops for one of the major telecoms. They have the most secure data management and multimedia backups. Unrecoverable corruption is highly rare. Yeah. Cheryl, thanks for confirming that for us. Obviously, I don't have any of that experience, but even when we read the Steve D'Antuono, it's read like a guy was backpedaling. No, we don't have any encrypted. Total nonsense. And now we know that the FBI didn't even follow up on that, right? So what are they covering up is where this goes. What is in the data? Who does it point to? Hopefully we get to the bottom of it because we know they've got copies. Thank you, Cheryl. Londo says Fulton County is the only county in America where that is a great, well, I don't know if that's accurate or not, but where pests are greater problems than fentanyl maybe. Bill, what's up, Bill? Says 10 membos are coming in. Bill Robb, thank you, Bill, for bringing in even more friends. Texas Ditch Doctor, Miata Mama, Jokin Plays Games, what's up, Mike Lacey, Big Papa Sims, Steve O, Celia Frostborn, Barbara Walsh, Alexis North, and Howie Brown. Gifted membos courtesy of Bill Robb. Thank you, Bill Robb, for bringing in 10 new friends. Here's one from this old guy. It says 98% of them are waiting for a court date while Fannie draws out cases like Young Thugs and election interference cases and ties up the court with BS. Fannie should have to sleep in that jail until it gets fixed. Love that. Yeah, maybe she'll. What is it? Reap what you sow. Reap what you sow. That's it, right? Villa Plot says, Rob, you need to start streaming Watching the Watchers on your True Social account. Can you do that? Does Truth have live streaming? Is that new? Is that new? Knox Bierman says, happy Thursday, all. Sadly, Harris Code Jail, Houston, total blue, in Texas, there are plenty of stabbings, rapes, assaults, as well as a total lack of medical supplies, like colonostomy bags. We are as bad as Fanny Town. Is that right? In Houston? Yeah, it's not like that here in Arizona. I mean, it's not great in Arizona, but it's not like what we saw in Fannyland. At least when I was practicing, as of a couple of years ago. So, thanks, Knox. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not right. We should care about our incarcerated. They're innocent until proven guilty. They shouldn't be treated like dirt. Thank you, Knox. Harris Co. has to ship inmates out every weekend due to overcrowding. They end up in Mississippi and Louisiana, however. The jail is not filthy, and my clients usually gain weight in custody as they stop smoking meth. Well, that's a good positive, Knox. Once they move, do they still get meth in Harris Co.? Sounds like they got a lot of drugs there in Fannyland, so well, that's good. Meth is not good for your body. Bill Robb says, Fanny, when I became a real boy, unlike Jack, Fanny, she had a lot of interesting phrasing in that one. Touching the kids and getting plowed. Fannie Willis wants to touch more children, and she likes plowing through things. Okay. Hey, 18 months as a membo, Brandon Lesko. That's 2 babies. They said 2 men can't make babies, but we did it, Rob. We did it. We did it. Yeah, you're right. We did. We got 2 babies here. 2 full-term children in the house. Thank you, Brandon Lesko. We did it, Joe. Dear Emily says, was this the same jail that Nathan Wade investigated and didn't take any notes? Yeah, remember he had all of it in his brain? All of his case files right in here. It's like that guy in that meme, you know? Rob, this stream today is crazy. My blood is boiling. Free the J6ers. Yeah, and their conditions aren't great either, right? And there's been reports about our poor J6ers who have been held in custody facing a lot of that same stuff. Free the J6ers. Yeah. I'm with you on that, dear Emily. It's not right, man. You have to think about, and a lot of people will agree with you on, you know, a measure of a good society is the ill, the infirm, the elderly, right? The people that have the disease. That everybody goes, oh, gross, oh, you're deformed or something. Or it's the criminals. You're a criminal. Nobody cares about you. Or some societies don't have a reverence for old people. I have a tremendous reverence for the elderly. But other people don't. They just treat old people like dirt. Oh, get out of my way, old timer. You know, stuff like that. I think that's not appropriate. So we should also care about the people who can't care for themselves. We have a responsibility to care for them. And if we are putting them in custody and incarcerating them, we have a responsibility to make sure they're not eaten to death by lice or stabbed and raped. It's horrific. But we've got some work to do on that in that regard. Jennifer says, hey, thanks for another great show, Robert. Thank you, Jennifer, for being a member for 22 months. We appreciate it, Jennifer. Thanks for being here. It's been a heck of a ride, hasn't it? And we're winning now. Knox says 700 people enrolled in Fannie's pretrial diversion and only 300 graduated. That's horrible. You're right. That's like an F. Did she say that? I didn't even catch those numbers, but that's pretty bad. Only 300 graduated, so that means they reinstated charges for 400?
400 or 4417.
That is terrible. I didn't even catch that, Knox. Glad you did. Chubby says, no need to attack me on how I handle my emails, Rob. At least I click mark as read before delete. Mark is read before I delete it. I read it, technically. Didn't actually open the email, but I marked it as read and deleted. Hey, sometimes you have to do it, Chubby. Sometimes you have to declare email bankruptcy. You have to. Sometimes you have to. I mean, I'm working on it. I'm still backed up on some emails, but most of the people that I'm backed up on the emails, I've already spoken to. It's like MRIT and others. What's up, guys? We talk to each other.
There we go. We got peoples.
So what's up, Chubby? Yeah, sometimes you do have to declare email bankruptcy.
Yeah, I had to get a...
but that's not in your trust. You don't just
display port cable for a multi-monitor system I'm setting up.
Select all delete. No. Oh, no. What is
all right.
Let's
get out of here.
Rob, what's up? 5 members.
See you another hour drive.
Corporal U.S. Marine Corps retired. Welcome,
Jody.
sir. Thank you. We got Murdad Mazari,
turn on foosball.
J, Nicholas H, MB, The Mangeese, Boston Dottie of IG, and Colby Mulick, gifted member.
Hey, you notice something funny about that PIN number there, Eggsy?
That was Mr. Bill?
I was wondering if you noticed anything weird about it. What day that is.
Says
kind of my own joke.
RFP crush is going to Health and Human Services, and my fellow defense attorneys get their chance to tear up the DOJ. Not tired of winning, says Knox Barron. Hey man, yeah, RFK Jr. He's looking good. He's all jacked up. We're all going to be on testosterone and HGH.
0106
pull-ups now on
21
in California with RFK Jr. baby. And Trump's defense attorneys are going to be in charge of the DOJ. I might just go skipping outside tonight. That's how excited I am. One old guy says, Fannie, continuing to go after presidential-elect, clearly unconstitutional. Doing a Kamala story, telling a nonsensical answer. The smugness is sick. The smugness is sick from one old guy. Hey, Uncle Bozy says, Rob, I seriously would like to see Carrie Lake head up Trump's new DEI agency, the Department of Election Integrity. Oh, that would be hilarious to watch that happen. We'll see what Carrie Lake does. We played a video of her this morning on our members only stream. That releases a segment later. But yeah, we'll see what Carrie Lake does.
Yeah.
It's been a bummer that Arizona hasn't been able to figure out how to get her into some sort of leadership position because it's a real missed opportunity.
Insurrection Day.
Trisha Blankenship. Welcome, Trisha. Thanks for becoming a member. Grab the members only stream from this morning. New members. Tony Hay Munkett says, hey, just Rhonda, paging just Rhonda. We need a Matt Gates emoji.
Pretty easy to remember.
We need a Matt Gates emoji. It's a good call. We're going to need a bunch of new cabinet emojis. You're right. Thank you, Tony Hay. Hey, Goofy for Jesus says, Pelosi admits Trump won 2020 and can't serve a third term. They're like, no, sorry. You won last time. Well, you didn't let me have the White House. Well, that's your fault. You should have objected. You should have made your point back in 2020. So now you can't have it. D.H. Williams says, have to agree with Cheryl. I work with telecom carriers and other service providers.
Oh, no worries, brother. Hey, I didn't pay for it. So
Going back years.
It was supposed to be trashed, and we
got some
we restored it to life.
This old guy says, I agree with Cheryl.
Just be careful with it. Like I said, use it pretty much as a desktop. You'll have to get a mouse for it if you're not used to a touchpad. But
they're in the data business.
I would have sent you one. Whoa, that guy's getting pulled over. He's got no headlights on.
Transmit data and log it.
Looking sheriff right behind him.
That's their whole business. So they didn't corrupt anything. It was always a lie. Tanya Karras says, Doug.
You get a. Yeah, it's just if you look when you take it out, if you look underneath, you'll see one of the screws is missing. I kind of loaded it up with Gorilla Glue, so it should hold it together pretty good. But just opening and closing it is going to be an issue. So just leave it open once you get it open. And just be careful with it.
Don Goff says is a new supporter.
It's function wise, it works fine. I mean, it's not the fastest computer in the world, but
never silent says happy birthday.
It's not slow either.
Watchers winning. Thank you, V. Thanks for being a locals member.
Definitely be nicer than having to do everything on your phone.
New friend Baja is coming in. Welcome aboard, Baja. And Miracles in God also became a supporter. Great to see everybody. New YouTube members. Make sure if you want to join us on Telegram, grab the Telegram members only link. It's in the community tab section on YouTube, and we'll see you there. We also want to say what's up to our friends on X before we head on over to locals for our members only after party.
Oh my gosh!
And say
it's
hello
like
to our friends over there.
A Grand Prix right here with these barrels.
Here's where we are on X. Hey, Fred Pedamonte says, I received the Fulton County Jail not too long ago. There was a major investigation into the jail by none other than Nathan Wade. Is that him? He's in that county. He didn't take any notes though. Good to see you, Fred. Robert the Brain says, Rob, please check your inbox for a message that I had sent to you on November 11th regarding a picture review from Pepper. Let's see, is there any DMs here? On X? Let's see where this might have come in. Did you send it to me in an email? Oh, here it is. Let's see. Yes, you can send it. Yes, okay, so sure. Yeah, sorry, you didn't show up in my official DM inbox, which I'm terrible about. But okay, I responded to you, so if you want to send it, feel free to do that. Hey, thanks, Robert. Good to see you. George says, "Hey, look familiar?" Yes, looks very familiar. Looks like 2020 all over again. Great. Good to see you on that one. Hey, Brad.
No, I'm going to Green Springs this time, the opposite direction. So actually farther away than Defiance from the house. I already went home and let the dogs out and fed them. The wife doesn't get off till, well, she wasn't supposed to get off till 7, but I get an alert when her car starts. Looks like she's already on her way home, so that's cool. But I had to feed the doggies, pick up some, and then I'd run Best Buy and get a DisplayPort cable. Yeah, she was supposed to work late today, so.
As the press secretary up? Spuds is over on locals, and so we've got that. Let's see who else is on X. Yes, no, Alina Ava, which...
Yeah, my dogs are piggies.
What's up, Rob? Good to see you. Brandy Coffee.
Spend about $60 every 2 weeks on their food. But I mix in some of that farmer's dog
Hey, Maynard, AOC admits
with their food, so they get some nutrition and shit. They're happy babies.
Other good stuff happening on X, my friends. Thanks for that. Here's one, two faces.
Three big German shepherds and a pug. They eats a lot.
And my friends, thanks for those comments on X.
Yeah, when I was single, I spent less than that on myself.
Discuss Macabre.
Then again, food was a lot cheaper then too.
Became a new supporter. We'll see you on Telegram and on the members only screen. Milo Gombo says Fanny's daughter was driving on a suspended driver's license. They take her to that Fulton County hellhole. Good question, Milo. That's right, I forgot about that. Yeah, they impounded her car. Charged her with a crime. Did they book her in? I don't think so. Hey, this one from Tony Hay Munkins says seriously.
Yeah, I don't feed them just that. They get that mixed with kibble, but it's the good kibble, the good Kirkland stuff. It's like exactly $35 a bag.
Let's see what senators voted for Attorney General Merrick Garland. They won't vote for Attorney General Matt Gaetz. What Republican senators? There are 70 of them who voted for Garland. Why won't they vote for
They got kids in the house, so we might as well.
So there better be enough.
Make sure they're 30 good.
There's your boy at Genius Network. That was me in the crowd.
We're going to have one out for
in Genius.
2019.
That's where Tucker was speaking, Jordan Peterson, and RFK Jr. was speaking. And you can see right there is your boy bootlegging the video for our members. Bootlegging the videos for our members. Caught on camera.
Yeah, I used to do that, but it's
Busted.
I do the greens myself.
All gotta eat it, man. We get busted. I got busted.
That stuff is super expensive.
I didn't realize they were going to publish the full videos, and they have done that now. So I like recording those very useful since it's much better. But I was excited. I was really excited. So, anyway, that's your point. All right, so it's the top of the Bodie says Carrie Lake for press secretary, and
It's, I mean, you got to be really sparse with it.
Here, Bill, what's up? Bringing in 10 membos. What's up, Bill? Thank you, Bill.
I'm thinking about trying that positive stuff. It's called positive, PAW-sitive.
We got Kosher Leotard.
I heard a couple of streamers.
Chornaya.
I think I even did an ad read on it once on Rumble.
Travis Finn, Nick Bradley.
I found out why I had issues with my stream earlier today. There was issues at Rumble because everybody's stream I was watching today was having issues. Yeah, that. Plus, I forgot I didn't have my NVIDIA broadcast updated. I updated I got a new laptop, so it's got a badass video card on it.
That's it. One day.
So there was some issues at Rumble because I use Rumble Studio when I'm on my laptop. I use it on this phone on this phone too whenever I'm using my main channel, but when I'm driving, usually I'm using this secondary channel, the DOCTrination channel. This guy wants to get by me bad, so I'm gonna let him go.
All right, so my friends, it has been an amazing stream. Thanks for having us here into your lives. Yeah, we can live stream the Lighthouse. We can do live stream.
They're all updated now, though, so we should be good. I'll probably try again tomorrow.
I'm down for it.
I think there might have been an issue with the internet too at the office. That office has the worst internet in the world.
For subscribing, sharing the show, being friends. We are going to leave it there on the day.
Tempted to try the Wendy's across the streets.
We're all going to come
Network.
back. We want to thank our mods, Katie, what's up, Clay? We got Donut, we got that's where we're going to leave it on.
But Dirty was saying that I was up and down quite a bit. I only streamed for like 28 minutes, but the Chopper's son was in the chat. Was there somebody new in the chat that I didn't acknowledge? If he was, I'm gonna have to apologize to him.
We can shine back.
Chopper Jr. said, damn it, I missed that. I'm gonna have to apologize to him. I didn't even acknowledge him. Yeah, I talked to him last night. He doesn't know about this channel yet. He'll figure it out. And he told me he was gonna sub to me. I told him that I was gonna do the same thing that they got me getting out of. Software here. Yeah, there is. I think it don't start till like 8 though. I'll have to check. Yeah, there's usually an Amazon Thursday night game.
It's like the Jack Smith voice. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I see what Dana said. It says we were all stoned. Is that what was going on? Is that what was happening back then? Is that what was?
Hey Jay.
What was that? Is that the 70s or something? Is everybody just high? I wasn't alive in the 70s, so I don't really know. But that makes sense. Mark from Kenosha. Yeah, that's hilarious. But we were all stoned. I don't really know what that was all about. Hilarious. Mr. Bill was a classic ending to the real years of SNL. Just Rhonda fell asleep. I fell asleep during the entire stream. Just woke up to the announcement about Todd Blanche. What's up, Just Rhonda? Yeah, we mentioned it. Great news, man. Defense attorneys taking over the DOJ. Rocky says, well, I got earbuds.
Yeah, and he also made 2 of his defense attorneys deputy AGs.
So you got 2 feeds simultaneously?
He just said that, Todd Blanche and one of the other ones that's been defending him.
Combine 2 feeds into one sound? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? That's interesting. Seal, definitely a seal. Sea lion. Is that an otter? Could be an otter too. Yeah, river otter. Yeah, there's that guy again. Man, getting it down. It's good to see him. All right, let's see who's here. Oh no! Lady Ice says, I've mentioned before that your Jack sounds like Mr. Bill. This is what I meant. LOL. Yes, 70s. I was born in 70, so I wasn't stoned that you know of. Lady Ice. I think everybody was high in the 70s. Every video that I see from the 70s. It seems like everybody's stoned on something. I'm just teasing you guys. I'm sure you were very sober. Alex Jones, man, what happened to him? I saw that he moved his feed. I think he got shut down today, right? And he opened up a new feed, the Alex Jones Show. The only explanation for everyone saying that was funny would be everyone was high. Yeah. I guess. Mr. Bill was a real boy. Yeah, it was an interesting video.
Yeah, they are, but there's nothing they can do about it. They've already said that they would support
gerrymandering by the DNC.
Trump. So
Rensselaer County executive Steve McLaughlin.
If they don't, he may be able to get a recess appointment though.
Steve could help the House investigate Tish. Remember Mel from North Carolina? Yeah. Village crazy lady. Yeah, she's awesome. She has great reports. Letitia James. Yeah, look at that. Wasn't expecting to find much. Oh, she found a ton. Mel's great. Hey, what's up? Yeah, there it is. Todd Blanche, baby.
Yeah, she caught the plea and they're going to end up dropping it anyway, dumb bitch.
Trump is bringing in total loyalists. It's great.
She stabs Trump in the back and then they're going to end up dropping all that shit anyway.
Lids are not funny. They're not funny at all.
Although Fanny says she's still going to try
really
and
lost
push
that
it.
mantle, haven't they? They used to have like Jon Stewart, the Colbert Show, and everybody thought they were hilarious. They had that whole political satire angle wrapped up, and the Republicans were really scrambling to figure that out. Remember they had like Red Eye and stuff. That is as evolved. That took over, and then now we got the Gus Bill to revive.
He needs to stop yanking up all these Congress people, though. I mean, I like the picks that he's making, but
nothing can be funny. It's illegal.
They don't have that big of a lead.
Sergeant Bob, what's up? Says, wasn't
Nathan
Wade one of her biggest accomplishments? I'll just read that there. Biggest accomplishments.
Yeah, he's trying to do his report first,
we don't
but
know.
They're telling him to preserve all his evidence because they're.
But we don't know the size of the dog. Miss Lucky,
go after
Sergeant
him
Bob
now.
says, listening to Fanny is almost as painful as Kareem. I made us all suffer through 8 minutes of Fanny Willis. Here's one. The Department of Health 2021 versus the Department of Health 2025. Is that individual in the Department of Health, or was that like an ambassador or something? Anyways, Kennedy looks good, man. He looked good. He just looks jacked. He's got like definition through his suit. Jeez, man. We're like 70 something. Miss Lucky, Sergeant Bob says, I hope to be reincarnated as a knowledgeable defense attorney, says Sergeant Bob. Did I really say
but he's
that?
already appointed like 3 Congress
working,
people.
Sergeant Bob. You'd be a great defense attorney.
And those don't get appointed by the governors. Usually they have. I mean, most of them are in very red areas, so whoever replaces them is going to be red. But Ohio Department. I'm going to answer this. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Alessia here. How are you doing today?
What can I do for you?
I am calling from Care United. I'm here to make
Okay,
sure
now you need to stop fraudulently providing your fucking caller ID. Don't call this number again, you fucking cunt. It said Ohio Department of Health. Fucking insurance people.
You were a good sergeant. The new alignment, says Sergeant Bob, is not democratic or representative. It is those for freedom versus those for Marxism. Who would have thought? I think that's right. Speech people, the big government people, all aligning. The cultural Marxists, all aligning.
I'll usually play with them on the phone for a while, but I'm watching the stream.
We're not in on it.
We're listening to the stream. I'm not watching it.
Joining the Freedom Coalition.
Driving, so.
RFK, Tulsi, and Elon, and others.
And I got an earbud in too, so I don't read the stream.
Collins is the fast talker.
You guys know I'm not reading the phone that I'm streaming from. I got like
what's up, BH Williams?
Like
what is a test pattern?
in one of your
quote from a film or something? AJNlive on X. Thank you, Aptera.
That'll take my eyes off the
He's
read.
standing up a whole new entity, right? Which is great. Alex Jones is InfoWars. I don't know what these people even think. Like they just take away the website and suddenly they own Alex Jones?
It's just, I just use the accessibility feature inside the.
An awesome Doge song.
It's not a special app. It's just a feature in the phone and the Android.
See there. Sergeant GPS, what's up? The Gateway Pundit.
I mean, I'm sure there's apps that do it.
Reactivated his X
Well,
account.
I don't bother with apps when the phone's going to be able to do it.
They're so pathetic. They just throw temper tantrums like whiny children. So now he's back.
No, he didn't.
This guy.
He was ready. He
They're
knew.
all fleeing X right now too.
Unless it was one of his buddies that got the bid. The thing is, what sucked is that was a fucking sealed bid. They didn't have to take the highest bid, which is ridiculous. If that money is supposed to be going toward those Sandy Hook victims, you know, how do they justify not taking the highest bid? That's crazy.
And ever would be on Fox. So Alex Jones will persevere as well. It's like they haven't learned that lesson, idiots. Knox, thank you. They lost the value, but they kept the weed. The values, but they kept the weed from John McGarvey. Rosanna, Dana says Dana.
He's already back. He's already got it. He's already started his new channel.
Mark's saying, yeah, we roll high. It's true. Sergeant says, Rob, I'll still be your assistant, even though Alina won't be there. Thank you, Sergeant.
I thought the Onion went away. I haven't heard anything from the Onion in forever. I mean, the Babylon Bee pretty much took over for the Onion.
Yeah, Alina. That's not the right role. But
So, I wonder who's financially backing the Onion for them to be able to do that.
what's up, Villa Plot? Have a great evening. Thanks for another banger. We are watchers. We are many, says Villa Plot. Awesome. Where's JC? I'm still banned from X from saying McConnell should be prosecuted. Yeah, that second part right there. Yeah, that's the problem right there. Can't really say that stuff. And we don't endorse that at all. And don't condone any violence, political or otherwise. The snake will eat its tail on Blue Sky. It's just going to be them talking. There's no network effect over there. It's going to be a bunch of liberals. And you know what the problem is with liberals? They're not interesting or funny or creative at all. What are they going to do? Just lecture themselves?
Who are you playing this week,
They
Jody?
need to have somebody else to lecture and to condescend to. It's necessary for the functionality to work.
I did too, C4, but I mean, lately, because of all these financial issues, I mean, there's so many ads.
Get some good rest.
So many ad reads. I mean, there's always been a bunch of ad reads with him. That's just, you know, what you get with Alex.
Yeah,
But
Alex
man,
Jones.
it's gotten so bad lately. I mean, I listen to it while I'm in the bathroom and in the shower in the morning sometimes because none of my normal streamers.
Yes, so. This little otter, man. All right, they're pretty cute. All right. He's eating like with his hand. All right, somebody needs to call New York Department of Animal Control. He's not qualified to use that baiting device. This is... All right, someone call Letitia.
Show.
They have trash bin.
I haven't found it yet. I'll probably look for it in the morning, but
He's grabbing and beating it. Like,
sure it won't be hard to
like I
find.
do.
Rumble,
I'm
it's
sitting
on
right
Rumble
there.
for sure.
Funnel it in. Just like me. What's up, Ravicus? Good to see you. Very cute. One dry, one wet. Yeah, I guess where you get
Alex
ours.
Jones Network? Okay.
Those are like PetSmart. What's going on? Bluebirds Unlimited. Bluebirds on. No, that's not those. They were like cylindrical. I'm doing some searches right now. Anyways, I'll figure it out. But it's fun stuff. It's a little cold. what those were? These things. Ice Pops. Ice Pops. Yeah, Ice Pops. Here's a Reddit post. You guys remember these? These things were terrible. I mean, they were good, but like you had to really work hard. These were like the opposite utility of Otter Pops. Ice Pops. Remember these? Anybody ever have these?
Yeah. It always happens when I go through that little town there at Woodville.
And then
Yeah.
you'd slurp it out.
Every time. If I take the turnpike, it doesn't happen, but...
Remember these? Terrible. Gosh. You'd like, hey, like I'm ready for a day of Otter Pops. You go over to your friend's house and they bring out the Ice Pops and you're like, all right, we're never coming to this kid's house again. You're not a part of our friendship anymore. Tell your mom to get some real popsicles, okay? No time for this. Anyways, it was fun. Yeah, I remember those Ice Pops. Hey, rub some dirt on it. It says Otter Pops were our introduction to consuming microplastics, trying to tear it open with our teeth. Oh yeah, that's true too. And if you didn't have any scissors, it was like a nightmare. You're probably, I think many kids lost these teeth trying to bite the tops off of the Otter Pops. Just never getting those back. Those were glow sticks, Rob. You weren't supposed to eat those. Oh, is that what they were? Maybe that's why my brain is the way it is. Maybe it could be. Probably that.
But we've got two channels.
Sergeant Bob says, I saw an analysis. Young folks are not real fond of Donald, but they're turned off by Kamala's ignorance.
Let me see.
Yeah, young people might not relate necessarily to Trump, right? Trump's kind of a different generation. But I gotta say, man, a lot of people, they're only relevant for a short window, right? They're only relevant for a generation. You see this a lot with comedians and actors and musicians. They're relevant for about a generation and then everybody forgets about it. Even political people. Like, think about guys, well, I won't say names, but, you know, they come and go. And you forget about it. Trump has been
There's
relevant.
a chat going, but there's no broadcast going on it.
And he still is making memes. Eat the cats. Eat the cats. So, there's something that is broader about Trump's appeal. Even if young folks may not connect with him as they might a younger leader, there's something to it. But I think in reality, young folks want to buy houses. They want to have
AJN, Alex Jones Network.
Families, self-actualizing. That's a lot harder to do in Kamala's America.
It'll get the front page once he has it up and running.
Barry changed that. Yeah, we had a lot of Trump. Yeah, that's true.
Rumble put him on the front page.
Joe Biden, Joe Rogan. Those are clearly younger demographics.
Roseanne Barr's stream just started.
Can relate. Cool Pops. Cool Pops. Are those the knockoff Otter Pops?
Yeah, he was doing that with his other channel too. A lot of what I was listening to in the morning was just it said live, but it was, you know, kind of like Right Side Broadcasting does. You know, it says it's live all the time, but it's not really live. It's, you know, some of the stuff is actually you're catching live, but a lot of it.
All right, my beautiful friends, let's see. We will wrap it up. Hey, Phoenix Williams.
Oh, the one that's from the morning, not Owen Schroyer, but the other guy. He's usually on in the morning too. He usually does his show in the morning. I like him, kind of.
Wando, they have a position over janitorial services.
Because that usually what right? Well,
Okay,
in my time zone anyway. I'd hear Alex from like 7 to 8, but it was the Alex from the night before.
Since the 60s.
So I think he was doing his show at like 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Done that with like the digital bill of rights.
And then I was seeing it in the morning.
And I wonder if that's happening there. Lady I says, I've mentioned it before that your Jack Smith, not a real bull, sounds like Mr. Bill. Yes, 70s, born in the 70s, so I wasn't even silly. Knox, thank you for that flag. We'll see what the Onion does with it. It seems like a huge waste of money for them. But
What was the bet?
Rocky,
She didn't think Trump would get elected?
Experience, right? Yeah, man, I can clean a pool. I'll balance the hell out of those pH levels. Like you wouldn't even believe. 7.4, no problem. Nice.
Yeah, what was the bet for?
Hey.
It's Malice with an I. Oh, if there was even going to be an election. Roseanne didn't think there was going to be an election? She's silly. $1,000. She's good for it. She's got bank, man. Well, there's a lot of people who speculated on that. I even was, not sure. What's that say? 4A. Oh. And you can see why a lot of people would think that, too, the way things were going. Oh, I'm Tim Pool. They were on the same show? I love watching Michael Malice on Rogan. I think he was one of the people that helped Rogan move more to the center from his lefty views. I just get a hard time sometimes listening to Tim, though. He likes to interrupt constantly. He doesn't let his guests talk enough. I like that the quartering has Hannah on there now. Hannah Claire. The only one I know that says they are and are still doing it is, or may have already done it, is... I saw it today, was Eva Longoria. But, let's see. Yeah, what's it? Stephen King is still there. Rob Reiner. I mean, it's such a list of them that said they were going to leave. Oh, the Krasensteins. There's no way they're leaving. They're just straight up grifters. So. Yeah, she said she's moving to her houses in Spain and Mexico. Because the U.S. has become a dystopia. But the rest of the world isn't either. I'll agree, it kind of is. But so is the rest of the world. I don't know what area is better. Shit, Madonna lives in the UK anyway, doesn't she? The other two, Sharon and Rosie, are pretty irrelevant. You don't hear anything from them anymore. Last I heard, Madonna was living in the UK. Where you could get thrown in jail because of a Facebook post.
Lexus, K
KPY 1081.
Oh, I just like to watch the meltdown, man. It's more entertainment than anything. I mean, if you didn't have those ones on The View, you know, you wouldn't have content for a lot of these shows. Listening to their yapping. I did hear that Whoopi is also going on a sex strike. There goes our chances, guys. Whoopi is not going to have sex, so my long dream of boning Whoopi Goldberg is now over.
Sounds like it. Child support. County this checkup.
Checkup.
Yeah, Jabba the Whoop.
You're clear.
Yeah, I was watching a few, after my stream crashed, I was watching a few compilations of the different meltdowns. A lot of them I've seen already. You spend any time on X, you see a bunch of them. But a lot of them look kind of fake. A lot of them look like, yeah, Joey Barr. Yeah. All of them are pretty bad. There's a Kappa sitting right there.
It's going to be a no bond.
Hey, Dirty. I was just asking Eggsy. Apparently, he was on earlier. Do you know what was his username? Chopper's date. You know, what's Chopper's son's username? I'm not gonna say his name. You know his name, but I'm not gonna say it on screen. Unless that's part of his username. Eggsy said he did see him in the chat. I got busy and then my chat went, or my stream went all shitty, so I just ended it. The stream kind of crashed. It was Rumble Studio, kind of crashed on me. I'll text him and tell him I apologize for not acknowledging him. I gotta tell him about this channel too, this backup channel. My driving channel, which I end up using more lately than anything. Twitter is kind of fun just to fucking kill time. I like to troll people too. A Swedish name?
Eight 6 7 8 1 8 4 2.
Contact Ralph Barnett, Fremont, he's valid, Henrietta Tom out of this department.
Well, there's a Finnish guy that comes into my chat once in a while. Was it like Heikki or something like that with an H? That's a Finnish dude from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Because I came back to my computer, I seen somebody say hi to, I think it was Eggsy saying hi to Dirty, and then I was going to scroll back up, and that's when my shit started acting weird. I'll text him and ask him. Yeah, he's actually really cool. I like him. He's pretty based, and he's up in the Upper Peninsula. He lives up in the Keweenaw Peninsula, up by Lake Superior. He's been. I don't think he's been in this stream, but he pops in my main stream once in a while. Yeah, Youper.
There's also down there.
My dad was born a Youper, but then he lived as a troll the rest of his life. That's what the Youpers call everybody who lives below the bridge, a troll. Green Springs, about 10 minutes away. I got to do some work out here. I had to do that work in Defiance last night, which was actually pretty easy stuff. There wasn't a whole lot I could do out there, but the big thing was I got a key to that building, so I'll be able to do stuff on the weekend there now too, as they get ready to open. The owner wants to have that building open by New Year's. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we'll see. But yeah, we're heading to Green Springs tonight. I gotta add a multi-monitor system, just some billing person. I'm gonna fix a printer issue, and I gotta install a new. It got delivered today at the house, and I have to run it out there and install it real quick.
For a fall with injuries. Your time now is 19:25.
That's the nursing home across the street from where I'm working.
So the jail starting 76705. And you don't know exactly.
Got a fall at the nursing home. Somebody fell down with a boom.
Flex now.
Oh, no worries, Jerry. I'm almost done here anyway. About 5 minutes left.
You're clear.
Oh, looks like the wife just got home. The camera's. Notifications for is the
first 3 o'clock too, please.
the garage.
97's
Or
walking out
it'd
45.
go off constantly if it was inside, because that's where the dogs are.
Here, I'll clear the cat comments.
Oh, that's what I used to do too. Yeah, majority, 90% of your calls are medical calls when you work at a fire department. Love that picture of Chopper in his turnout gear and the bottle of Patron. Oh, he's been sick for a long time, Jerry. He only told a few of us. He was sick for a long time. Yeah. He knew it was coming. He didn't think it was going to come that fast, but he knew it was coming. Yeah, we're definitely going to be missing that dirty old man. There's a cop sitting up there. See him? Motherfucker. Yep, I knew it. I saw the blue line. Yeah, last time he talked, he thought he might make it through the new year, but all right. Enough talking about that shit. All right, y'all. I'll probably fire it back up on the way home, depending on how late it is. Turn on the game while I'm doing some work. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace. Loves ya. Have a great night.